Make sure I haven't left any, dirty underwear hanging in the background. I don't do that, don't worry. And there we go. Everybody take a big deep breath. This is possibly going to be... well, we'll wait and see. Hello everybody, I'm El Bristow. This is Ellitopia Gaming. Welcome back to KSP Live episode 13, I'm going to say. I think it's episode 13. Thankfully, I'm not a superstitious... I'm not a superstitious person. Oh, Nightbot apparently just muted LMP Dragon. Oh no, it didn't. It just warned him. Okay. Stop spamming emotes. Okay. Well, there you go. Yes, welcome to KSP Live. Last week we launched the space station, the Mus-T Station, sponsored by Mus. Hang on, I've been chatting to him about how you pronounce his name. Mus-T, I believe, is the closest that I can get to pronouncing his name correctly. He's Dutch, so, I'm not. Mus-T, I believe, was the sponsor for last week's mission. This week's sponsor is one of our Patreon supporters. It's going to be William Ullum, so this week's launch is in his honour. We built the craft actually last week. We'll take a look at the craft in a moment. But first of all, let's find out what's going on in our universe. There is the Mus-T Station. Where is the Space Center? Space Center is here. So... we're going to want to launch... It's on a pretty circular orbit, isn't it? Yeah, 125 or 125. Is the camera in 144p today? What? 144p? What's that? I'm not in 1440, I can tell you that. I tend to stream in 720p. No, I don't, actually. I stream in 1080. But at a bit rate that is better suited to 720p because my connection won't support that. But we're in kind of a 720 1080 mishmash resolution today. So yes, we're going to want the station around here somewhere before we launch, so that when we launch we're going to meet it right. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to accelerate time first, bring it to about here. And then we're going to exit here and go to the VAB. Will we deorbit it sometime? What, the station? We've only just put it up there. I mean, it's quite possible that at some point we will have to deorbit it, but that's certainly not on the cards at the moment. So, that was the Mus-T Station. And we built the S06E13-1, I believe. Let's load that. I think that was the one with the greenhouse on it. Yes, there we go. Here is the greenhouse. Let's open the greenhouse. There we go. And that will be a food source on our space station, hopefully, if I've worked this out right. I don't actually know how this mod works properly, so, I may not be doing it right, but the plan for this craft is, let's zoom out, hold on. We have a probe here, and a probe here, and a command pod. We're going to launch this craft up, take it to the space station, dock it. We're going to unconnect this bit. This bit's got a probe so we can fly it back. We're then going to dock in reverse, hopefully, with the station. Actually, where's the blisters gone from down here? I'm pretty sure I put some on, but maybe I didn't. I kind of need them. Let's... let's just tweak this to attach these blisters. Oh, hang on, that wasn't right. That's better. Okay. RCS blisters are attached. Right. So, yes, as I was saying, we're going to launch this, detach, send this back to the planet, hopefully, dock in reverse so that this docks with the station, then detach. Interestingly, actually, we haven't got a docking port there, so when we dock this, we then won't be able to dock anything to the end of it. Didn't think of that. We haven't unlocked the large docking port yet, I don't think. I've got something in my eye. Get out. You are not authorized. Where are the docking ports? Where have they gone? Right. Clampatron, and Clampatron Junior. We don't have the Clampatron Senior. What do I think about 1.2? I'm looking forward to it. It adds a lot of the features that Remote Tech used to use, the Remote Tech mod, but implements them in a slightly more Kerbal fashion. I'm quite looking forward to having a play around with 1.2. It'll be a while before it comes to KSP Live because the mods and things won't update. So we'll stay with 1.13 for a while until the mods update. But no, I am definitely looking forward to 1.2. Well, antennas, yes, but the fact that you have to have a proper communications network and everything set up to be able to maintain communication with the Kerbal Space Center. At the moment, we're using the Kerbalism mod, which kind of simulates that a little bit. Hey, I don't remember that. Quality of life, living space cramped, entertainment none, other factors not alone, call home. Time to instability 200 days. Life expectancy 24 days and 5 hours. Electric charge storage consumed, generated. Life expectancy perpetual or 2.5 hours. Yeah, so in 1.2 we're going to need relays and things like that, which we have set up in this one because of the Kerbalism mod. But yeah, I'm looking forward to having a play with that. So this is the craft that we are sending up. So once we've docked in reverse, we will detach this. This has a grabbing unit to grab the fuel tank that's currently attached to the space station. And hopefully bring that back, letting go of it before we go bang, and well, we'll just have to see, won't we? Now, because this is can we call it the Mendel Memorial Greenhouse? Well, there we go, there's the name. As you are the sponsor, you get to pick the name. So the Mendel Memorial Greenhouse. Now, I didn't give you a flag. I haven't made you a flag, but it is going to the Mus-T Station. So I could give it the Tewoost flag. Or we could give it... Well, we can give it any flag, really. But for the moment, it's got the standard... In fact, I don't think it will even have a flag on it, because it's a greenhouse. Yeah, I don't see a flag anywhere. This will have a flag. This has got a flag on it here. There it is. MMGH. Not so good acronym. Well, I thought Gregor Mendel Memorial Greenhouse, but I don't think that fits it. The Mendel Memorial Greenhouse. Well, there we go. That is what it shall be called. Okay, so I'm actually interested to find out if we fly with this flag on this mission, does it overwrite the flag that's already on the station when we go up to dock with it? That's what I want to find out. We shall have to find out. So there we go. We have named the craft. We're going to save it. We're also going to have a look at the crew. Now, Mus is our only pilot. So he will be piloting us. Ideally, we need an engineer and a scientist up there. I'm hesitant to take Bill and Bob with us, but no, in fact, I won't. Let's take those out. We've got Jelly as the engineer and Dallas, another one of our Patreon supporters, as the scientist. It was the first botanist I could think of. Well, there you go. That's fine. So, pilot, engineer, scientist, save, and we're going to go... You know what I haven't done, actually? I haven't put any launch stabilizers on this. Let's do that. Not actions. Structural, launch stability enhancers, snap. There we go. Lovely. Oh, no. That's better. Thank you. So, saving that, and we're taking that out to the launch pad. Darwin was a botanist? Was he a botanist? Really? I suppose he was. Now, is it all wobbly? It shouldn't be because we've put a lot of struts on this. There we go. Let's get that out of the way. Steam messed up my hotkeys again. I had to reinstall. So there we go. There's a screenshot of that and a screenshot there. There we go. So now it's going to say aerodynamic forces overlay disabled. Okay. So here we are on the launch pad with the Mendel Memorial Greenhouse, Mus Kerman, Jelly Kerman, and Dallas Kerman, pilot, engineer, and scientist in their appropriately coloured Star Trek uniforms. We have put our SAS on. We have put our throttle to 100%, although I don't think we actually need it at 100%. We shall see as it launches. And we are ready to launch in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, yeah, that's too fast. Let's bring that down. There we go. That's better. Okay. It's the final countdown. 1,000 meters, 100 meters per second. We are starting to turn like milk that's been left in the sun. Ground control to Major Tom. This is a rather complicated mission. It is a rather complicated mission. It's a very stable craft, though. It's not wobbling much at all, which is good, of course. We are turning very slowly. I can't even rendezvous with anything. Well, we'll find out today whether I can. Apo is currently at 11 kilometers. Got a long way to go yet. I hope we've got enough fuel. That would be an issue, wouldn't it? Okay. Starting to level out to stop the turn. Let's increase power slightly. Sunrise is coming. You made asparagus staging. Indeed I did. Okay, G-forces are increasing as the atmosphere is getting thinner. Apo is at 29, 30. We do kind of need to punch it through the atmosphere a bit more. Whoop! They've run out. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Don't hit it! Oh. Oh. That's an issue. That's something we didn't really consider. And that was the wrong stage. That was supposed to undock it manually, wasn't I? Oh! Okay, well, thankfully, we have the means with which to land. And by land, I mean end up in water. That's primed the parachutes, which may not have been a good idea. Let's speed things up a little bit. Okay. I believe I can actually... I've got RCS on. Why can't I... That's interesting. The RCS isn't working. Okay, I'm glad I discovered that as well. Those RCS blister things are doing absolutely nothing. You can change the altitude your parachutes open when you right-click. Yes, I'm aware of this. You can change the atmospheric pressure that they open at and the height that they finally deploy. But I didn't set all that up on this occasion. That's my cat. What are you doing? Clawing at the carpet. So let's bring these guys home. I don't know where the water is because it's dark and I can't see anything. Come on, down you come. And sploosh. Now I just look like a boy. A buoy. A buoy? A boy. Kerbals all survived though, so we can recover that vessel. Change the parachute stages. Yeah, see, the parachutes won't have fired on the other stage, which is a pain. So we won't have recovered the other stages. Is there a scale for atmospheric pressure to know what altitude you release the chutes at? You do have on the UI for the craft itself. You do have a scale kind of thing. Splash down. That's interesting. It actually orbiting, land. Oh, I just turned off the bit I want to look at. Splash down, which means I can recover. Awesome. Okay, splash down. Recover. Recover. Landed. Orbiting. On escape trajectory out of the sun. Okay, so that's everything recovered that I can recover. Yeah, on the UI of the when you're actually flying the craft, there is a little scale at the top that shows you how thick the atmosphere is that you're in. The G meters on the right hand side is to show your the actual G forces, the acceleration G forces on the rocket, but at the top there is an indication of the atmospheric density. Right, so I think what we need to do is add some separatrons or something along those lines, excuse me, to this. In fact, I don't think have we actually unlocked the separatrons? Because they've moved them, haven't they? They moved them to a higher tier, so I don't think we actually have them. That's a liquid fuel engine. That's a solid booster. I could... No, that's a bit large. That's also a bit large. What I need to be able to do... excuse me. What I need to be able to do is let go of these so that they don't hit me on the way down. Ideally, I need to... If I move them down a bit... Let me... Oh, no, hang on. Where are we? This one. Move. There. And go like that. Then they will detach nearer the top, and the force pushing them away will be higher. Get little motors to push them outwards. Little motors. Like rotors, like this kind of thing. I mean, I could... If I scale down... See, they're air augmented. I don't want an air augmented booster. They're just fuel tanks. Solid fuel. Boostertron, air augmented solid booster. So if I do that and angle snap it, bring it in one, and then do something like that, and then scale it down. And do that. Then in theory, that will push it away as we fire, which is effectively what I would do with a Separatron. Let's not do it there though. So let's see. The problem is I don't have a stage. Oh yeah, I do. Sorry, it's that one, isn't it? So yeah, so if I put those here, I mean, they probably don't need to be at full force either. Let's limit the thrust to 59%. I just need something to kind of push them away a bit as we pull away from them. Yeah. I think we're good like that. Something like that. Take less fuel. Yeah, good idea. Because it only needs to be a little burst 2.6, 2.6. Otherwise they'll whip around and destroy the ship. Yeah, it just needs to be a little puff to push it away, to push the top away. Okay, I think we're good. So it's still the Mendel Memorial Greenhouse. Mark II. And we're going to have pilot, engineer, scientist. Good, same 3 guys. Going to save it. And other than that, I think it was a pretty good launch, wasn't it? So let's... It was going quite alright, so let's launch. More boosters! When did more boosters ever not fix something in KSP? I ran out of drink. Ah, now. I didn't actually check where the station was. Yeah, it's gone past. Okay. Guys, you're going to have to wait there for a bit. Let's speed up time. Ah, what about the RCS thrusters? Yes. I need to change the RCS thrusters because they didn't work, did they? Right, well, let's just bring this round somewhere close. Signal loss with the S06E13-1. Okay. Fair enough. Right. Let's... let's recover the vessel. We'll go back to the VAB. We need to change those RCS thruster things. Yep, no new ribbons for you guys. I didn't look at what ribbons they did get. They didn't really deserve any ribbons because all they did was... Well, I suppose they survived. They survived a collision. They survived, you know, a splashdown. So yeah, they get some badges. That's fair enough. Right, so these blisters are basically useless. They did nothing. So they can come off. Let's go back to command and control. Shall we just use the classic ones? Yeah, let's just use the classic ones. And we'll go. There. And we'll do the same as we did with the others. We shall rotate them so that they are flush, and they actually don't need to be moved up, but I will move them up very slightly. Move them out very slightly. Something like that. Looking good. Okay. Right, so this is the Mark II. Save that. That goes out to the launch pad. The previous one was, you know, the Mark II beta. This is the actual Mark II. Here we go. So, daylight launch this time. Let's just check that the space station is where we want it. It is. Let's go for set as target so that we get the target pop up. And, well, we are ready to roll. We are on the launch pad with the Mendel Memorial Greenhouse Mark II. SAS is on. Throttle is going to be about there. We're not putting it to 100%. And, well, I think we are ready to launch. In 3, 2, 1, go. We're away. Apparently I've just sold an item on the Steam community market. Fair enough. Don't remember putting anything on the Steam community market, but there we go. Okay, starting our turn. 2,000 meters, 150 meters a second. Going through the clouds. Clouds this time. Just remember not to stage but decouple this time. Indeed. Well, hopefully I won't need to. Okay, this launch is going somewhat faster than the previous one. I need to turn a bit quicker, I think. I hate pigs. Stop spamming symbols. Well, thank you, Nightbot. Oh, now that was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, let's increase the thrust on that one. I don't know if the parachute's deployed on those. Did we even put parachutes on those? I don't know. Jakub, welcome, welcome. I was just talking about you. Well, I wasn't just talking about you. I was talking about you earlier because you're due a sponsored mission based on your Patreon subscription. This is William Ullum's sponsored mission this week. We are heading to dock with the space station that we launched last week. Let's get us lined up. Okay. Intersect. Target position at intersect. We have kind of missed it a little bit. So, let's see if we can do a maneuver to catch up with it. Doesn't look like it. So, what we're going to have to do is get into orbit and undercut the orbit of the station a little bit. What's going on? Why are we drifting? Let's get the RCS on. Help us turn. Yeah, we've missed the station on this occasion, but that's okay. Let's switch to orbit. Yeah, we kind of want to burn downwards. Down here somewhere. Let's delete that. And then bring it back to here. To just get us into orbit. That'll do. We're in a safe orbit. Let's at the moment our orbit is too high, so we need to correct that slightly. Okay. So, we're kind of on a similar orbit. We have intersect, target position at intersect there, but it's not close enough. So, if we go, where are we? Behind us here, add maneuver to burn is the next. No, the next orbit is not too late. However, separation 6.2 kilometers. .9 kilometers. Okay, what's gone wrong there? We're on a slightly different orbital inclination to the station. What's the separation? 9.4 kilometers. .6 kilometers. Okay. And intersect 2.7 kilometers. So we've got lots of time. So if we go do that, yeah. So if we do that maneuver, we should have plenty of time to actually do the docking and things. Now, we still need that fuel to do the maneuvers, don't we? So we can't undock that yet. Okay, looking good, looking good. Right, so we're going to get ourselves lined up with our target. And then what did you do in my supported mission? We haven't yet, that's what I'm saying. Yours will have to be the next one. Your sponsored mission will be the next one. The previous sponsored mission was sponsored by somebody else. That was the launch of the space station. This one is William's mission, sending the greenhouse to the station. So our next mission will be your sponsored mission. So we'll have to see what's going to happen in that mission a little bit later. So let's speed up time now until we get round to that maneuver node. Come on. So, we're coming on the inside and we're catching up with the station. We're going to be... Oh, we're going to be damn close to it. We're going to be ahead of it, I think. So this manoeuvre that we're about to do, 2-second manoeuvre, how far away is it? It's only 10 kilometres away now. Okay, scratch that manoeuvre. I'm going to switch to target view, and I'm going to burn retrograde to our target now, because we're basically right near it. Let's have a look. Yeah, like we can see it over there. So, let's do this carefully. Let's do it with RCS actually. I've forgotten the keys. Oh, wrong. That's not the right key. I've forgotten the keys. Oh dear, that's not going to be good. Right, well, let's just do it with that for now. Whoops. That was wrong. How much RCS fuel have we got? Loads. Good. Right, tell you what, let's spin around and look at it. Yeah, most of the people on the poll have said KSP every other week. With something else in between. Okay, we are currently heading towards the station. I'm turning the RCS off because we're just wasting monopropellant. We are heading towards the station at a speed of 21 meters per second. We've got an intersect there at 13 kilometers and one there at 11 kilometers. It's not quite where I would have liked it, but we are heading towards the station. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now undock here, which will hopefully let go with all these struts. Yes, there we go. So we've released the main fuel tank. We could now go like this. And turn this independently retrograde. Not target, orbit retrograde. That was wrong. While this pod section is heading towards, this can be heading home. There we go. That is now not in orbit. That is now going home. And this is heading towards the station, hopefully. So, RCS back on. Why are they firing in the wrong directions? Are we controlling from the wrong place? Let's go control from here. No. This is a bit weird. Come on, otherwise we're going to miss it. What is going on with this RCS? It's not working. It's all firing in the wrong direction. What if I say control from here? Does that change anything? Ah, there we go. Now it's working. Right. Thank goodness. Right. The buttons were all messed up, so I don't know what was going on there. Batteries are almost empty. Let's get the solar panels pointing towards the sun then. We're kind of heading towards it. We have an intersect there at 4.6 kilometers. Not ideal. Four 4.5, 4.3, 4.2, 4.1. Oh. .3 kilometers. Getting closer. We need those batteries to... need them batteries to charge up, which they are doing slowly. Okay, yeah, batteries are charging. Our approach is at 2.2, so let's get a bit closer. Are we under it or over it? We're over it, aren't we? So I can see the station. Look, it's there. But I want to be heading towards the station. Oops, turn the LCS off. Right, come on, let's... No, wrong way. We want to be heading towards the station at this point. Keep forgetting that I'm actually doing everything in reverse. There we go. We are heading towards the station at 12.4 meters per second. Next intersect 0.0 kilometers. Well, there you go. Let's get a bit closer. Did you see that jump then? It moved. If I go back to normal time, 0.1 kilometers. It moved again. 0.1 kilometers is bearable though. Common station 4, 3, 2. Let's put us on 1 times speed and let's slow ourselves down. Uh-oh, we've just lost battery power. Good job we've got people on this craft. Right. Now, we have to dock backwards, don't we? We are drifting slowly towards it. Yeah, alright, life support systems are off. Right. I'm going to set that docking port as the target. And we're now going to control from here. We need to spin around. Oh dear, doing this without SAS is very tricky. I hit the station. Right. Let's let's line ourselves up properly. Doing this without RCS is extremely tricky. I mean without SAS, sorry. The SAS is not very good, so... And we're doing it backwards. Oh, wrong way. Yes, the ring is spinning. It is an artificial gravity ring. A habitation ring, in fact. Oh, have we got it? Have we got it? Magnets have kicked in. Hey, we docked it. Wow, okay. Now, the question is, do we want it there? I was more concerned that we'd run out of battery, etc. So I just wanted to dock it. Now, yeah, because I kind of wanted it here, but we haven't got a docking port on the end of that. So if I do put it there, that's it. We can't put anything else there. But then we have got a docking port on the bottom here. So we can dock to the bottom of it. In fact, I think I might do that. Let's make sure these batteries are charged. We'll take it from... Where's the batteries on this? Here we go. There we go. We've got plenty of monoprop, haven't we? Yeah, go on. So you charge that battery. And then... There we go. And then we'll also... Oh, didn't mean to do that actually. Right, we'll take some RCS from that tank into this tank. Because that tank isn't going to need very much RCS. There we go. And then we can undock here. Switch to the right craft. There we go. Set that as target. And control from here. RCS on. Push us back slightly. Push us, let's see. Was that the right way? No. Line it all up nicely. Yeah, we're going the wrong way. What? Where are you going? There we go. Right. Gently does it. Oh, boing. We bounced off it. Right, okay. Wow, these batteries are poor. What is going on with this thing? The indicator is completely off. There we go. Right. Let's try that again. .6 meters per second. Can't get much slower than that. Come on. There we go. Right. Okay. We have docked the slightly wobbly greenhouse with our station. Let's have a look. Lamps 0, growth 0, light 0, waste 0, soil no. Open shutters. Soil no. What does soil no mean? 300 days to harvest. Electric charge is increasing at the moment. Because it's daytime. You know, that kind of happens when you're solar powered and it's daytime. I don't really want us pointing directly at the sun, though. It would be kind of a good idea for us to be... Ooh, that's wobbly. I don't see how it can mean that we have no soil in there, because it says that we have time to harvest 150 days. I wonder if it develops soil over time. I don't really know, to be honest. Maybe it is another module or something that we have to bring up. I'm not sure. Can they not just use, you know, waste? So, we are going to unload our Kerbals. Internal view, no. Right, we're going to do this. Transfer crew. Mus to the habitation ring. We're going to transfer Jelly to... Module is full. Only one person can go in the habitation ring. Okay. Transfer crew. Dallas into there. Okay. Was there an inventory in there? Disable scrubber. Crew report. Disable scrubber. That's an oxygen scrubber, isn't it? Okay, so this doesn't need food anymore. But I think we're actually full everywhere as far as the food tanks are concerned. Yeah. So... And this is now growing food at a rate of 149 days and 5 hours per harvest. This is extremely wobbly, so I'm not going to maneuver it. Ideally what we need is to strut those together so they can't come apart. But now, this is where things get a bit interesting, because now we're going to first of all we're going to make sure that we put the fuel from here into there. like so. And is that it? That's the only monopropellant tank, is it? Okay. Fuel from these. I think that's a fuel tank, isn't it? So let's empty the fuel out of them. That's the only fuel tank, I believe. Yep. That's not a fuel tank. Okay, so let's decouple that, which lets go of that big fuel tank, which will make the station considerably less wobbly. Yeah, there we go. It is separating slowly. And we also need to decouple this. Let's hope that that's got electric charge. Good. Let's top that electric charge up. It's got a lot of monopropellant already. It's taking a monopropellant tank with it. Good. Please don't take the solar panels out as you go. No, I think we're okay there. Let's decouple this. Switch to, not that, this. Good, we have controls. Now, arm the grabber. Now, this is our target, but these RCS thrusters are being a bit of a pain. If I put it in follow cam, chase cam, that's it. Come on, there we go, chase cam. Now, that wasn't too bad, considering I had no guidance. Right. Oh, that was a tricky manoeuvre. But we now have a means by which we can take this thing back. Now, we want to point what is technically prograde. Okie dokie, Dragon. Thanks for stopping by. See you next week. Right. So, technically, this is pointing prograde, but we are pointing the engine retrograde. And we are going to burn with its engine such that we go into a spin. That's not what I had in mind. But we're getting away from the station, at least. Bye-bye, station. There you go, it's a kilometre away already. There we go. That is now re-entering orbit. Indeed, the orange tank doesn't have chutes because it's from a previous launch, but we can now release the grabber and disarm it. That tank is now going to crash and burn. And we can put ourselves at a slightly safer... Oh, okay. We can press the wrong button. We can put ourselves at a slightly safer periapsis height. Preferably without hitting that orange tank on the way down. Right, good. Whoa! What happened there? Does it think that we hit it? What's going on? It keeps turning us around. That's a bit weird. Come on. We're going to go for about 35 kilometers. There we go. We have a periapsis of about 35 kilometers. The engine will crash and burn. And we're actually leaving no debris, no additional debris. There is some debris around, obviously. Where's the sun? Because, yes, we don't have electric charge. Let's turn SAS off while we point ourselves at the sun. Then turn it back on. There we go. Electric charge is increasing. Min pressure 0.04, so let's put that up at 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. I can hear my neighbour's dog making very strange noises in the background. There we go. So the parachutes will deploy quite low. Hopefully it won't take much to actually slow this thing down. Batteries are charging. What's going on here? We've got stage recovered. The probe for the greenhouse was automatically recovered. Oh, world's first milestones. We've performed a rendezvous manoeuvre around Kerbin, 48,000. We've started constructing the first station around Kerbin, 57,600. We've performed a docking manoeuvre, and we've performed a crew transfer. Well, there we go. We've got lots of funds and things. Stage recovered. Stage recovered. Where's the contract? Oh, harvest food in space. So we actually have to harvest it for that one to be completed. Put a Kerbal in orbit for 30 days. Gonna get that one. So close to 1,000 subs. I know I'm so close to 1,000 subs. It was 41 earlier, actually. I think I only need 41 subs. But go and tell all your friends. Go and, you know, grab people off the street and tell them to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hear that good things happen when you hit 1,000 subscribers. Personally, I am planning on doing 3 days of streaming in a row. Not 3 full days of streaming, because that's ridiculous. But I'm planning on doing something like a Friday night, Saturday night and Sunday night stream. Each night will have giveaways. So that'll be fun. Because you know I'm all about that subs. About that subs. No unsubs. No, can't think of what really goes there. Okay, so speeding up time. Let's bring this thing home. Mus-T Station ship batteries recharged. Systems are back online. Didn't know they were offline, to be honest. Must have missed that alert. Did we actually affect the orbit of the station very much? It's still at 125 kilometres. I wonder if we've tweaked it at all by bumping into it and all those manoeuvres and things. No egg roll. I like egg roll. Okay, so we're in the atmosphere. That engine is going to crash and burn. It's going to be a nighttime landing, which is a shame. Eking out the last of the electric charge from the sun as it goes. And here are the re-entry effects. Hopefully the RCS will be used more than the batteries to keep us steady. Let's see how things go. Oh, that just jumped. Not what that was all about. We were in chase cam, weren't we? That's what that weird camera stuff was all about. I get it now. Right, anyway, that was stage lost on the engines. That's fair enough, because we knew that it was valued at 42,000 funds. Ouch. Yeah, should have recovered that. Can you add a mod that adds lights? What, like city lights under here? Or do you mean one that makes the ambient light a bit lighter? How's that? Is that better? How's that heat shield doing? Oh, having absolutely no problems whatsoever. Have you tried the ScanSat mod? I have tried the ScanSat mod. I think I used it in Season 5? I don't remember. I think it might have been Season 5. But they've kind of added some of the facilities of ScanSat into the core game now. Not quite, but they've added that scanning device thing that opens up. This is taking a long time. Come on. It's very hard to use. It is quite hard to use. Didn't really make for good viewing on the stream, which is why I didn't bring it into this series. Mus-T Station ship batteries are almost empty, so we're going to need more batteries on the station because that light on the greenhouse is killing things, I think. Okay. Can I play Planet Coaster? I don't actually own Planet Coaster. I had one of the alpha builds, but I don't have the latest alpha build. Yeah, I kind of would like the parachutes out now. There we go. Let's do it manually. There we go. RCS and SAS can go off now. In fact, RCS can be used to help slow us down. Parachutes, deploy please. Thank you. Oh, we're a bit fast. Let's come down. Yeah, we are a bit fast. This may not survive the landing. Some of it survived. The heat shield exploded. The rest of it survived. I can take that. Recover that vessel. Which means we've recovered the grabber. We've recovered the rest of that monoprop. And there we go. Nothing happened there. Science. 3,245 funds recovered. 1.9 million we've got in funds at the moment. So let's have a look at what's happening on the station. Oh, we have a hitbox viewer as well now. Patrick Cherzanovsky. I apologise if I've just butchered your name, but I'm guessing your name's Patrick, so welcome, Patrick. More batteries, more parachutes, more everything. Yeah, indeed. We needed that. We needed more of things on that one. We didn't affect the orbit of the station too much, so let's fly the station for a moment and let's have a look at what's going on. It's going to be a while until we actually harvest food from the station. I'm interested to find out how much food gets harvested from the station. Jelly Kerman, Dallas Kerman. We have a Kerman in here as well, if you don't mind. Transfer crew. Mus, you can go in there with them. There we go. Everyone's happy. Let's have a look at the ship stats. In shadow, electrical charge is depleting, which is kind of expected because, you know, we're in the shadows. 249 days. If we close the shutters... Doesn't affect anything at that point. Let's keep that open, speed up time, see what happens. The electrical charge starts to drop. We come out to the sun. 124 days. Now, what I want to try and do is... point that at the sun. And if I then turn the lights off, oh, that's 249 days again. 124 days and 5 hours. 200% light, 0% growth, 100% waste. No soil. I don't understand. Geostationary orbit would be perfect for it. Yeah. Takes a bit of doing getting a station to geostationary orbit. Oh, we've got some sciencey things we can do here as well, haven't we? But we haven't brought a science lab up with us. Let's take a screenshot of this actually while we can. Not while we can, but while we're here. There's one, and we'll get one. Something like that. That's a nice screenshot. So yes, we are growing food. Does this use electrical charge? If I pull that in, I wonder if that will improve things. Food is not really being consumed very much, even though we've got 3 people in here. Ah, food's being consumed from there. Well, that's fair enough. We've got a lot of food on the station. So that's good. Well, there we go. We have launched food up to here. 124 days and 5 hours it says it will take. That's quite a lot. What we'll have to do, if we go back to the Space Center, we can speed up time. Let's think. 125 days, that's a lot to scan through. Let's speed up. Here we go. See what warnings we get. Signal lost, that's fine. Signal is back. Can I do that? Will it give me Mus-T Station? Power. Depletes in 146. Food depletes in 146 days. Well, I mean, that's pretty good. So, I mean, zipping through 100 odd days is a lot. Probe batteries recharged. I mean, I'd kind of like to... Battery perpetual. I'd kind of like to turn off things like that. Electrical charge and signal messages. Because there aren't any people on any of these. The Mus-T Station, obviously, we need to know everything there is to know. So now, in theory, I can... There we go, we can spin around a bit faster now. We'll know when we're at 30 days, because we'll get a mission accepted. A mission completed, rather. 98% food and oxygen. It's a piece of debris on a very similar orbit to us. What is that? Out of interest. Mus-T Station debris. Why have we got Mus-T Station debris? That's a bit concerning. What is it? Oh, is it that little docking ring thing? It is. Haha. Not docking ring. It's a nose cone. There we go. It's tracking a nose cone. Well, there you go. We have a nose cone floating around in space. Okay. Sudden boom is sudden. Yeah, well, if we have a sudden boom, then I won't be very happy. We had a sudden boom on a previous stream. Oh, some nice black clouds there. Mus-T Station. Food. Okay, all looking good. Day 214 we're on of this mission. Oh, year 6, day 214, sorry. Day 215. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. That's going to make everyone a bit dizzy, isn't it? So let's come back out a bit. Make it even faster. Oh. Hey, we completed a mission. Mission was a success, albeit the Kerbal is a bit bored. Now we have plenty of data about long-term permanence in space. We have had a Kerbal in space for 30 days. 270,000 funds, 62 science, and 73 reputation for that. So there we go. That's that. We've still got 77% food left. If we go now and fly the station... We'll see what's left on the food on the greenhouse. It says 96 days. So it is working roughly as we expected it to. 120 odd days of growth. 23% growth. There we go. So let's see if we can indeed zip through. See, 96 days is a long time to zip through. Those poor Kerbals. Okay, tracking the Mus-T, bring that up in case we get any errors, zoom out, speed up time, and this is the fastest we can go. Coronal mass ejection towards the Kerbin system. Time to impact 3 hours 41 seconds. I don't know what the coronal mass ejection does. I'm guessing it's not a good thing. 96 days in sunlight, around 110 in orbit. Okay. What does a coronal mass ejection do? 3 hours. 2 hours. Is this going to give us problems? $10 minutes, 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes. We're right in front of it. Coronal mass ejection has hit the Kerbin system. It has a duration of 5 hours. Solar storm in progress. Blackout. Yep. So we have no power there. So that's going to delay the growing process. Hopefully it doesn't kill anybody. 5 hours without life support systems is a bit nasty. Come on. Push through it. Push through it. Oh, relax. The solar storm is over. Oh. It's not 5 hours without oxygen because they've got oxygen tanks. It was 5 hours without life support, so the oxygen wouldn't necessarily be pumping. But no, it looks like they're okay. They've survived. So, we can go back to the zoomed out view and go back to fast mode. Oxygen reserves are dangerously low on the Mus-T Station. Right. That's not good. They've got 17 days worth of oxygen. Well, okay, it's not dangerously low. Food for another 48 days. Right, so let's fly the station and see how they're doing. We may need to fashion... Would I like to go to the ISS? I would love to go to the ISS, but the chances of me ever actually going there are quite slim. Okay. How are these doing? Time to harvest 42 days and 2 hours, 66% growth. And I've now got an option for emergency harvest, which technically would complete the contract, but they're not that low on food. If we have a look at food supplies here, 360 there. That one is empty, so there's 360 there. That's empty. That's empty. Okay, so there is some support for the fact that the food supplies are a little low. They don't seem to be eating that food, and there's a lot of oxygen in there. There's no oxygen in there, none in there. That has oxygen. So is this just like not taking the oxygen? They've got oxygen and food in there now. Okay, so they've got enough to last them for the moment, but we are going to have to send them either a supply vessel or some way of coming home. We need to restock these. And these, I suppose. 20,000 oxygen, 20,000 oxygen. This holds 150,000 oxygen. So if we send one of these up with just oxygen in it, carbon dioxide is empty. So they've not actually been producing any carbon dioxide somehow. What we need is an oxygen scrubber, or a CO2 scrubber rather, to help them generate some oxygen. Yeah, an escape pod would also be a good idea. I think what we might do in next week's stream, we'll design some kind of Soyuz system, a pod system that we can send up to deliver and recover Kerbals, and also to use as a resupply vessel, because we need to send them some food and oxygen. But I think we're going to do that next week. I don't think we're going to do that tonight. Because that could take some time. Suffice to say, for the moment, they've got 17 days worth of oxygen left, so they're okay for the moment. We need to resupply them at some point. A couple of you have been asking for me to do a plane. My track record with planes is not fantastic. The one I tried to create last week, well, it failed, basically. And I played and played with it to try and get it to work. And everything I tried, it would not work. I couldn't get it to fly properly. So I'm not going to even try with that one. What I will do is I will have a look and see about putting one together. Let's go for a Mark II cockpit, just a standard Mark II cockpit. And we'll go with, let's think, what Mark II stuff have we got? Can I change this actually to say, filter point module, resource manufacturer, tech level, planetary surface structures. No, I would like all the Mark II stuff all in one place, but no, doesn't seem to be a way of doing that. And we haven't got a Mark II probe either, I don't believe. No. So we can't do that. I do like that cockpit. Right, so what we'll do, let's go for a fission reactor. No, maybe not. Let's go for a Mark II cargo bay. Let's go for a long one. Like that. And then on the back of that, we will have a fuel tank, which will be Mark II liquid fuel fuselage, which is just liquid fuel. Yep, good. And then for engines, we will have the Vector turbojet. Why don't I remember that one? Where's the engines that we were trying to use last week? These ones, the twin turbofans. There we go. Let's close that. There we go. That's literally just to give us a bit of extra length without too much weight, so the weight stays relatively towards the back. And then we'll go for some more what do we want there? If we go with the, what I was trying to do with this craft is something where I could use the nuclear engines, like that one, atomic thermal jet, dual atomic, let's go like that, let's try that, a dual atomic engine. Let's line it up a bit like that. And then we want some air intakes on there, preferably Mark II sized. Mark II twin circular intakes. Ooh, they look pretty. And there's another intake that we can use. That's the ramp intake. Heat shield? No. Maybe it is that one. There we go. Oh, that's on the cargo bay, isn't it? There we go. Now, it's probably going to need a lot of struts. If it flies, indeed. If it flies. There's a big if in there. I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? Because it's going to attach to them. I can strut there. If I move those back... go, and then I can strut from here. There we go. Just a little bit of security, and then something similar down here, but a little bit more substantial. Go. Okay, so center of thrust we know is going to be right. Okay, center of lift's right at the front at the moment, which is to be expected because we haven't put any wings on it yet. Let's see. Let's go with swept wings. Now, we need to bring. See, it needs to come back even further than that, doesn't it? Too small. Oh, come on. There we go, right. Okay. Centre of lift is now directly on the centre of mass, basically. We need... let's go for twin tails. Let's go for this is something I've not tried before. Oh. Ah. No. Okay. Can I do that? There you go, just to give us... Oh no, why does that say our lift vector is downwards now? Okay, so that doesn't work. Strange, I thought that would. Right, anyway, what I was doing here... there doesn't actually line up quite the way I wanted it to. Ah! Didn't mean to do that. That's... Oops. Yeah, that's not what you were supposed to be doing. Well. Hey there, T. Harvey. Welcome, welcome. Oh, and Neo Wizard. Sorry, I didn't realise you were there. Welcome to you too. Let's try strutting that to that, and that to that, and we'll strut that to that. And we're kind of going to need probably some struts under here. There we go. And likewise on these wings probably. Let's go. Oops. Something like that, just to give it some strength. And then this can be where we put our elevons, which don't seem to want to attach properly. Really? Is that about right? It's about right, I think. So let's copy, oops, copy that, put it next to it as well. Okay, but then that one is only for roll. And that one is only for pitch. These ones are only for yaw. Okay. Looking like it will crash and burn. Utility, we need some wheels. Medium landing gear, I think, are possibly in order for this one. Oh, preferably 2 of them. And preferably not in front of the centre of gravity. In fact, we need them relatively far back because these engines stick out quite a lot. We might actually need a stabiliser wheel on the back, thinking about it. Just to stop the engines from hitting the ground. And then we'll have another one on the front of here. Medium. There we go. Kind of want those wheels sunk in slightly to give us that slight upwards angle. Can we bring that one down a little bit? Yeah, just to give us that little bit of upwards angle. These ones have steering disabled. Okay. Now, we haven't packed any batteries. We also haven't packed any solar panels, so let's put some solar panels on it. Let's just use the standard ones, I think. Something like that, I don't know. Don't really know how many solar panels we need, to be honest. Ejector seat. Do we have a Mark II decoupler? I don't believe we do. No. An airlock end cap to cap off the ends of a station or surface basis. Okay. No, so we don't have anything for an ejector seat type design. I might do the old R8 on the front to give us the extra nose control. Like that. Notice that our centre of lift is up slightly. I can't remember what that does. I think that's... if your centre of lift's too high... No, I don't think the centre of lift being too high is a problem. If it's too low, it's a problem because it wants to try and flip the plane upside down. Okay. So parachutes. Where are we? There we go. Now the centre of gravity is quite a way back, so parachutes need to be quite a way back to match. We could put them like here, couldn't we? The centre of gravity will move slightly as we burn fuel, but it won't come forward all that much because there's not much here for it to come forward to. These do only use liquid fuel, don't they? Pretty sure they only use liquid fuel. Hey there, Carly Games, Calray Games. Sorry, welcome to you on Twitch. Well, I mean, I think this thing's almost ready for a test flight. Let's have a look. I mean, we haven't put any science things on it or anything like that. That would all go in the cargo bay. If we did do it, we've got air intakes. We've got 4 big ones on there, and we've got 4 smaller ones on the top. Can add a flag to it. Actually, we've got a flat surface. We could add a nice flat flag to it. There we go. Let's have one underneath as well. Lovely. We've got solar panels. Oops, I just clicked out the window. Yeah, I mean, batteries is probably not a terrible idea. For night flights. I mean, is it this one that's got an alternator? One of them's got an alternator, so it will charge the batteries for us. So as long as our engines are on, which I'm assuming they would be if we were flying at night, then we should be okay. Let me look at the information. Oh look, output of full power, 1.8 electric charge per second, 1.3 electric charge per second. So I don't think this is actually going to fly, to be honest, but batteries shouldn't be an issue. Shortcut buttons. I don't need any action group buttons for anything on this particular one, other than maybe opening and closing the cargo bay, but I can do that easily enough. How long have I been working on this? From Twitch, I've been working on this for about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know. Emergency button. Well, that would just be deploying the parachutes, which is a stage. So, in fact, let's get the staging set up. I know what we can do for the action groups. Of course, we can do the engine switching. So, custom 1 will be toggle that engine. Custom 2 will be toggle those 2 engines. Custom 3 will be toggle both. So we can, 1 will turn that on and off, 2 will turn that one on and off, and 3 will switch from one to the other. Hopefully, that's the idea. 22 minutes, okay, apparently I've been working on this for 22 minutes. Whoops, and I've bashed my microphone. So yeah, that action group system works. I've used that quite a lot. Also means you don't have to manually go shut down, and send the plane into a spin. So... I think we probably want to take this out for a test drive. Now the problem with that is we don't have a pilot because he's currently on our space station. So I'm going to try fitting a probe inside. Like that, and see if we can control it with a probe, which would be interesting. Now, we had William Ullum sponsoring our launch to the space station. Jakob is indeed due a sponsored mission because he's one of our Patreon supporters. So, Jakob, assuming that you're listening, would you like to give us a name for this craft? You're welcome to name it after yourself, or you can give us some other kind of name for it, and it will become the name for this class of aircraft. So if I do any modifications to it, they will kind of hold your name, because we'll have the the Mark II, the Mark III, etc., etc., or the the Jumbo and the Mini and whatever. This class of plane will be twin engine, so we'll have air engine and nuclear engine with turned up wings and dual tails. That's how we're going to that's how it's classified. So if we do another plane, and the 4 air intakes on the front, that's how we will classify this plane. So this class of plane will be named after whatever Jakob chooses. So anytime, Jakob, give us a name. Streamliner, okie dokie. Streamliner. There we go. So if we do any more of these, it'll be Streamliner Mark II, Mark III, etc. Or Gregor Bergwitz. Pass. We'll go with Streamliner. We're going to save that. We're going to take any Kerbals out of it, actually. Let's take them out. There we go. And save it again. And, well, let's take it out to the runway and see if this thing will actually fly, shall we? I have a sneaking suspicion it might not. Calray Games' suggestion was the Slick Eagle. But Jakob, that was indeed your decision. We have called it Streamliner. Donk. There we go. Okay, so we've got that slight nose pointing upwards that I was after. The emergency wheel isn't touching the ground, which is good. Let's get the S... No SAS? No control. We can't do anything. That probe clearly didn't work. Okay, so I can't even put the brakes on. I can't do anything. Oh, I didn't put an aerial on it. I didn't put an antenna on it. Okay. Can I... I need it to stop. Can I... If I speed up time... Is it just going to roll all the way to the end of the runway like that? It's actually speeding up. Well, that's just typical. Okay, we need to add an antenna because I added a probe and I want to do it with a probe. Well, let's let it roll to the end of the runway, where hopefully it will stop. It's kind of wobbling from one side to the other at the moment. Now, what would be funny is if it got up to a speed and took off. Not going to happen, but it's reached 4 meters a second just on its own, you know, the motors in the wheels or something like that, I assume. 4.2, 4.3. Come on, plane, stop. Well, I don't think the runway is sloped. Let's... Come on. You're going to hit those lights? No, going to miss the lights. No, that just turned it back onto the runway. Now it's going to zigzag to the other side. I think it's actually going to reach the end of the runway, which is quite bizarre. Just rolling off its own power. .2 meters a second. It slowed down a little bit. 3.1. 3. Is it actually going to stop? .5, 2.4, 2.3, 2.2. Come on, stop so that I can actually recover you. 1.8, 1.7, come on. .1, 1.0. And come on, there we go. Recover vessel. Okay, right. So let's try that again. This time we will put an antenna on it so that we can actually control it. Close. Done. Spaceplane hangar. Now this won't get a Mark II. This will just be Streamliner still, because all I'm doing is adding an antenna, which is in here. We'll give it a Communitron 16. Let's make sure it's central and make it nice and streamlined. If I extend it, it will stick out over the cargo bay. Tell you what, let's not put it there. Let's put it there. There we go. I don't need to extend it. Let's retract it. Let's... There we go. Saving that. Make sure there's no Kerbals in it. Good. And launch again. Okay. Yay, we have control. SAS is on. Throttle is going up. Let's see if this thing goes bang. In 3, 2, 1, go. Whoops. I didn't actually mean to turn those ones on. Turn those off. There we go. Can I lift? Whoa! Okay. What? Well, I'd like to see an instant replay of that. Because somehow that didn't go bang. I'm not sure quite why that didn't go bang. I'm fairly sure that should have gone bang. Okay, well, we can recover it. So, why did it flip completely up? Too high centre of lift, yeah. I thought if it was too high, it was good. It was alright. Oh. Right, so let's try this. Let's go centre of mass, centre of lift. Rotate this. Just by a little bit. Really? No, that's not what I wanted. I want to rotate the actual fuel tank. To bring that centre of lift down. And then bring the wheels level. Move them out slightly. Rotate that up a little bit. There we go. That's brought the centre of lift down. Pitch control on the canards. On these. Or... Look at the centre of thrust, if it's in line with the centre of mass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Where are we? Centre of thrust. Yeah, that's in line. It's got quite a nice plan view, hasn't it? Well, I wonder if that will make the difference. Shall we give it a try? This is going to have to be the Mark II, I'm afraid, because I've made a fundamental change. Save and launch. It's the flag. It could be the flag. I don't think so. Okay. Drop, please. There we go. So, SAS on. Throttle to 100%. No, throttle to there. What we should do actually is move that to there. No. There. Thrust to 100%. Fire. Oop. Well, it's a bit better than it was last time. In fact, that's considerably better than it was last time. That's not bad at all, actually. It was a bit of a steep takeoff, but it flies. So, now, how does it fly? Drops a little bit as you turn. Whoa! There's a significant aerodynamic issue there. Okay. Oh dear. This is why I do this with probes. Hey, it's a pretty strong little guy though. Look, we only lost a wing. Oh, and all the engines off the back. Well. Centre of mass needs to move forward. Yeah. We could do that. We could do that. Let's recover that. Oh. Warning for spamming caps there. Streamliner Mark II debris there. We can recover that. Okay. One more go at this. Let's add some more weight to the front to pull the centre of mass forward. I mean, ordinarily there would be stuff in the cargo bay which would pull the centre of mass forward, but there is not at the moment. So let's go for a ballast tank, which is going to be in the form of not rocket fuel, a short Mark II liquid fuel. I'm pretty sure that will actually still flow back towards the engine. There we go. We've pulled the centre of mass forward. Oh, that wheel can come forward. Seconds. Terminator is alive. You've got a 30-second timeout for that. Wow. Fly around Kerbin and land it. Gotta fly it and actually get it somewhere first. Why does that keep coming up? Go away. There we go. Will that do it? I don't know. Was that warning for me? No, the warning was for Emil. Wasn't my warning. It was Nightbot. If he gets a bit too big for his boots, then we can tell him to take a hike. Got 30 seconds 4 times in a row. Ouch. Is there anything else we can do to this to make it a bit more stable? I think we're kind of good, aren't we? The centre of mass has come forwards. The centre of lift has stayed where it is, obviously. So, this will be the Mark III. Save and launch. Gave you 5 minutes, wow. Okay. Was that perhaps not meant to go in that chat, Emil? Something about a mountain trip? Okay. Oh, I didn't move those. Not that I really need to, because I've got a key press for it. But here we go. Throttle up. And SAS is on, and I'm going to hit 1 to activate the engines. Here we go. Let's see if it's made the difference. The difference possibly being that we actually can't take off now. Because it doesn't seem like it wants to. Oh, there we go. 92 meters per second it needed. That was a lot more stable though. Let's try that turn. This is a lot more stable. Okay, I think we're onto something here. Here we go. So, let's speed it up a bit. It's pretty stable. It does a couple of weird wobbly things when you make changes, when you do maneuvers and things. Let's see how maneuverable it is. It's not bad. It's not very fast, though. That's the problem. So I wonder if we could have done with using a slightly different engine. Because even with those on, it doesn't go particularly fast. Let's bring the nose down. Level. See if we can land on the other runway, shall we? I'm not very good at landing on that runway. I very often misjudge the speed of the landing and indeed the approach vector. Let's cut them. A little bit too far, I think. Gear down. Oh, my lineup's not too bad. A little bit more speed, I think. We're coming down a little bit too fast. I'm not quite in line, am I? Ooh, nose is dropping. Keep that nose up, please. Ooh, okay, it's got a little bit unstable at this point. To use the parachutes because we missed the runway. We weren't far off. Well, we lost one wing, but we survived. Why won't those parachutes go away? Do you want me to repack them? Any landing you can walk away from is a success. Although this is a probe. A probe can't walk away. Not sure how that saying works in that situation. We were close enough. Those parachutes are slowing me down too much. Can I get a telemetry report from here? Doesn't count as anything special. What a shame. If probe can be used again. Yeah, okay. Any landing where you can reuse the probe is a success. If you hear a signal from the probe, it's a success, indeed. And now the parachutes disappear. Well, there we go. We're missing one wing, but all in all, it wasn't too bad a landing. And we can now... where are we? Shut down all the engines. Parking brake is on. Success-ish. There we go. I could recover it from there, but I could also just leave it there. We actually get an achievement for this as well. A world's first. We've discovered an abandoned island airfield on Kerbin. Who knew? Who knew it was there? Apart from the fact that we flew directly at it. There we go. Landed it on the little island. On the island runway. Oh, a bit cloudy. Not the best plane design. Wasn't particularly fast. Certainly wasn't particularly aerodynamic. But we can play with that. We can work with that. We'll have a look at that again in the next stream, perhaps, and see if we can improve on that design a little bit. So, on that note, I'm going to bring the stream to a close for the evening. We've done not too bad today, so thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure you check us out next week, I suppose. If you're watching this on the rerun on YouTube, then don't forget to leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought. Let us know any suggestions that you might have for a future episode. Don't forget to check out the support site, ellitopia.com/support, or indeed ellitopia.com/shop. I've just pulled the cord out of my headphones. Bear with me a second. There we go. ellitopia.com/shop, where you can submit some donations so that you can get your own Kerbal in the game. You can sponsor a mission so that you can name the flight, give us your own flag, name a landing site, all that kind of thing, or you can sponsor a video indeed so that you can tell us something that you'd like to see us play when we get to the point of alternating the games between KSP and something else, which we're going to be doing at the end of Season 6. Or indeed, if you want to suggest a video for the YouTube channel, suggest a game that you think that would go well on the channel for a first play, or something that you think would make a good series, then if you submit a €5 donation over at ellitopia.com/support, you can sponsor a video and we'll have a look at producing that. So there you go. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit the like button. I've already said all this, but you know, it doesn't hurt to say it twice. And that's about it. I've been El Bristow. You've been watching Ellitopia Gaming, and this has been KSP Live. Don't forget to support the indies, and I'll see you next time.